new to me. I'm Stephen Michael Zach, and today we are finally taking a look at the Cynova Osmo Action Dual 35mm USB-C jack. Yes, you can finally add a microphone to the DJI Osmo Action Cam, and I could have used this about 3 weeks ago when I went to City Atlanta, and you'll find all of that right there, a whole playlist. But with that said, you can finally plug a microphone in, so let's just jump right into this thing and take a look. I am super stoked about this. Okay, now first off, the first thing we are going to have to do is we're going to have to remove this battery door. And we're going to remove that by just pulling out like this and pulling straight up, and there we go. You will not need this. You can't keep this on when you have the millimeter jack on. And then all you have to do is take this like so. Make sure that the little microphone jack is pointing, I believe it's supposed to be pointing towards you, like so, and that's it. You are ready to go. Now let's go ahead and test this thing out. So here we are, and this is what the camera sounds like with no microphone. And I have to say DJI did a really fantastic job with the microphone. It is pretty decent as far as action cam microphones go. But let's go ahead and I'll show you my Rode Wireless Go. I'll show you the microphone setup. I'll put a lapel mic on, I'll just do the Rode Wireless Go itself, and then I'll do the Boya with the dead cat and without, and then you can hear the sound. I am not going to doctor any of the sound. I'm going to leave it up to you guys to decide which sound you really like. But first off, let's take a look at my Rode Wireless Go microphone setup. Okay, so here we are with the Rode Wireless Go and my cool makeshift microphone that I use for interviews. Now that I have this, I want to thank Tilder for coming up with this. This is a very cool thing. Basically, I just got an 8-inch little bracket here, and I use it as a microphone. Very cool. But this is what it sounds like on the Rode Wireless Go, and hopefully I did do an initial test, and it was actually this and the Boya microphone were a little bit muffled, but it does sound much better than the inbuilt camera, and with a little bit of work in post you can make this sound really terrific. So that's what the Rode Wireless Go sounds like on a microphone. I'm going to go ahead and lapel myself up with a lapel mic, and you'll hear how it sounds there too. Okay, so this is what the Rode Wireless Go sounds like going through a lapel mic and through the wireless system. And hopefully this is going to sound a lot better than my microphone or just going straight through the Rode itself. But this is a test just so you can hear what it sounds like when you're lapel mic'd. Now, I'm just going to use the Rode Wireless Go, and you will see that it is going to be super muffly, probably mostly because I have a deep booming voice. Okay, so here is the Rode Wireless Go just clipped onto my neck, and as you can hear, it probably sounds a bit muffled because it did in my initial test. Hopefully it doesn't sound too muffled, and the quality sounds really good, but again, you can fix this in post. Okay, so here we are. I am about, just to give you an idea, I'm about a little more than arm's length away here from the camera. And I am recording with the Boya microphone. It's kind of like the Rode microphone. And as you can see, again, it sounds, my first initial test, it sounded a little muffled. We'll see how it sounds. I have the dead cat on it. I'm going to take the dead cat off, and you can hear how it sounds. Okay, so here we are again. We are a little bit more than arm's length away from the camera, and I have taken the dead cat off the Boya, and this is what it's going to sound like without that. And it should be very interesting. So far, from all my tests, I really still like the internal microphone, but we'll see how it all compares once we actually start using it and going out and seeing how all these different, the Boya, the Rode, having a lapel mic, seeing what that does. So let's go back for my final thoughts. So at the end of the day, for 40 bucks, this thing is fantastic. Thank God they finally came out with something that just works. And with my Rode setup and all my different little hacks, there's so much more now that I could do with the Osmo Action. Now, one thing I do have to say about the Osmo Action is you do have to have this at least 7 to 8 feet away when you're doing self-interviews, so find a nice quiet corner. But the fact that I can now add audio without having this amazingly ridiculous rig, without having to stick an H1N on here, is a game changer. I really love this camera. I would love to see if they're coming out with a Mark II, because I'm definitely going to buy that. But all in all, 40 bucks. The audio, to have audio on your action cam, absolutely worth it. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to mash the bell button to be notified when we drop a brand new video. And if you have any questions or comments, you can drop them in the notes below. I'm Stephen Michael Zach, and this is New to Me.